Good morning, Entropians. Julian McBain here, and as you can see, we are finally back on Cyrene. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, so here's the deal. We are, you can tell I did the dailies last night, late in the evening. I am going to start doing a series of the Epic Mission Chains, and I don't know if I can finish them at this point. But I'm going to get as far as I can. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a series of episodes where I am completing or working on said missions. So not only do you get a good feel for what the mission is, but how much time it's going to take to complete. Therefore, this is not going to necessarily be, okay, one episode's on this quest, one episode's on that mission, one episode's on... It's going to be, okay, in half an hour we managed to kill off X number of mobs, we need to go back next time. I want to try to make this as realistic as possible. And so, the first one I'm going to start with is the newbie FAP, which means we need to make a jump because we're in the rookie training area. So we're here. For those of you who have never been to Cyrene, this is actually a really cool place to go. But we need to go to the supply depot and jump. Cyrene's teleporters, of course, look drastically different than those on Calypso or Arcadia. And then said doctor is supposed to be around here somewhere. Is he? Oh, maybe he's over here. That might be Boffin. What the hell? Mac trade supplier. What the hell's a Boffin? Let's just check this out real quick. Hello there, I don't know how much you know about Cyrene, but in case you don't know, I'm a Boffin. What's a Boffin? Well, I'm a real whiz with technology, but I can't actually make anything per se. You might think that's useless, but I can improve just about any existing technology that I get my hands on. I just got done making some tweaks to the trade terminal armor. Unfortunately, I can't just give you the blueprints. I can trade for them. How about 750 Cyrene mission tokens for a full set of Boffin edition weapon blueprints? Okay. Okay, so they trade daily token or Cyrene mission tokens. I can dig it. Senator? That's interesting. And we've got this who are you? Zindadi Elf? Oh, I guess you need Imperium tokens for him. Plushies. He gives you plushies. That's awesome. Okay, so... I gotta figure out where this guy is. I probably should have done that before jumping in, but, you know, whatever. Wait. That almost looks like it would be it. Arc Soldier... I think that might be him with the exclamation point over him. That's the Nimit Hunter. Relief collections, sweat collections. Oh yeah, there's like a daily sweat thing now. Ah, there he is. Happy holidays. Oh, look at that. It even lays it out. Gear up. New FAP Stage 1. Hi, I just wanted to let you know that this mission requires you to have 200 bones in your inventory. Okay, where do we get bones from? Okay, so we need to find 200 bones and 75 bone in meat. Okay. So I guess the question is, where do we find this? And I've never seen this building before. I spent like a month on Cyrene and I've never been here. Eve's Playground. Whoa. We are underwater and in a PvP zone. Okay. Back away slowly. That's interesting. That's a big-ass water tank. You know, I can think of some pretty cool things we could do in a place like that. Because that's pretty much melee only. I don't think you can you shoot guns? I don't think you can shoot guns underwater. Hang on. Oh, you can shoot guns underwater. And I forgot that when you're in a PvP zone, you use ammo whether or not you actually hit anything. So let's not do that. So we need to figure out where we get bones. Apparently it's a common drop. I'm going to Entropia Wiki. It's a wonderful place. Rhino beetles. We gotta find some rhino beetles. So this wasn't exactly what I expected to be the first episode of this. But we got to see some pretty cool extras. So, first things first. I don't know that this side has any hunting grounds attached to it. I think this is all cityscape, yeah. And that basically is 2 to my memory. But let's go take a quick look. I love how only part of the thing's rendering. Well, that might actually be out over the water. Okay, so this is an Under Armour place apparently. This is the place where they have like three sections cordoned off to hunt certain low-level creatures. Like one of these has panleons, this one has bile jellyworms. Hopefully rhino beetles are one of the 3. That's the panleons. This is where you can get like young panleons if you're lower level. And those are Mang Changs. So none of these are what we are looking for. And I think there was something else you can hunt over here if I remember correctly. This is what happens when you only visit a planet like once a year. Huh, maybe not. Okay, well, we gotta find some rhino beetles. Hopefully, the Entropia Wiki will help us once again. Could have sworn that there was something over here. Hide, leather. Do we have a location? Southwest of the Zen Forest, which I'm trying to remember which one of these is Zen Forest. Do I have a... No. Okay, so Zen Forest is this section here. So thankfully we're not that far from it. We just have to turn our ship 360 degrees apparently, because I'm a dope. We're gonna go get it. If it's southwest, it's probably like in this area here. Which makes sense, because it's supposed to be lower level. Might be able to just do this with Book and spare rifle. That would be nice. Julian McBain making the stupid mistakes so you don't have to. Okay, let's get a little bit lower so where the mobs will actually spawn. Pleek tempo. Okay, these are pleeks. I don't know that bones spawn from pleeks. If they do, then we're hunting them, but no, it doesn't appear to be. I think these are all pleeks. Yep. Puny pleeks. This is a good place to hunt if you're new. This is basically the place that you'd hunt like at Camp Icarus on Calypso. Oh, southwest is where we're heading. So we need to go this way, I think. These are tree dragons. These actually drop them. So, let's try hunting a few of these. They look like monkeys, actually. No bones. Oh, it's an uncommon frequency item. I'm having flashbacks to early WoW. You need 10 of this item. It only drops 1% of the time. Hey, we got bones! How many bones was that? 2. Oh, I forgot to empty my batch yesterday. And we need 200 of them. Oh boy. These guys actually kind of remind me of the monkeys from the Hidden Temple game show they used to have on Nickelodeon. Secrets of the Hidden Temple. I always wanted to try being in that one. That was one of those game shows that I would have been more than happy to play in. That one and Nickelodeon Guts. That was a lot of dodging for a stupid monkey. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Monkeys are pretty smart. You know, if this is what the size of a puny tree dragon is, I really don't want to know what bigger ones look like. Can you imagine a level 100? You just like, boom! Shake the whole flipping ground when he walks. Okay. Still looking at 2. This part might be something that I cut out. Well, I'm going to post this video, of course, but I might not go too deep into, you know, making you watch me grind out all 200 of them. Maybe I will. So this is a good spot for those of you who are new and decided to spawn on Arcadia or not Arcadia, but Cyrene, or for those who came to Cyrene early on to avoid the crowds at Camp Icarus. This is a good spot to get your start. I mean, as you can see, I'm not in any armor. If you're not armored, it is going to you are going to take more damage, just like you do at Camp Icarus. So you'll hunt a few, you'll back off, you'll heal up, you'll hunt a few, or you're going to use your FAP, depending on how much money you're going to invest in your avatar. If you are going to do the healing route, honestly, this is going to show you how to get a good beginner FAP, and the beginner mission should give you a good beginner FAP. But in the long run, I seriously suggest doing the Mind Force chips. I have seen people use FAPs to great advantage. It does work, and maybe it's just me. The advantage to using Mind Force chips is that they don't decay nearly as quickly, but you use ammo. That's the disadvantage. Whereas with FAPs, they decay more quickly, but they don't use ammo. It's kind of like the difference between limited and unlimited melee weapons, is what it comes down to. The best part about the FAP that we're going after now is that it's upgradable, and it can go all the way to level 6, and that's higher than my highest healing Mind Force chip at the moment. So think about that for a moment. And it's unlimited. At least I believe it's unlimited. If it's not unlimited, I don't know. It would have to be unlimited for it to work the way they say it's going to, so that's a good piece of equipment to have. And the way they've designed the mission chain, it looks like it upgrades with you, so you're not putting yourself out too badly. Did I forget to? Oh yeah, I didn't even convert my ammo last night. Okay, that's fine. Currently, yesterday I did dailies and I totally forgot to empty my inventory, which is fine because it doesn't matter for this particular video, but I'm like, why did my ammo go down so far? Because I forgot to convert my shrapnel. Keep in mind my dodging abilities are really high for this area, which is why I'm not getting hit much. You're going to want to keep a close eye on your health, especially to start. But this is a really good area to get your start. And you can see where I am on Cyrene. I'm just in this is the Zen Forest. The Zen Forest is kind of like this whole area here. And there's a lot of good lower level mobs here. Oh, hi. How are we doing? 6. Good lord. They really want to make sure you get your hunting skills. Which is fine, actually. That makes a lot of sense. You know, saying, oh, you need 200 bones. I do think that they should have had a little bit more... maybe just given a little bit more of a hint on what you could have hunted instead of me having to look it up online. I mean, yeah, Entropia Universe has a huge amount of resources out there for people willing to take 5 seconds and look. But at the same time, it kind of breaks the immersion just a little bit. So, my friends at the Cyrene Planet Partner, if you're watching this, then, you know, kind of take note of that whole thought. Have the guy say, you don't have the bones, you don't have the bone in meat, go hunt these 2 mobs to grab them, or you can find them off of these mobs. Oh, are you kidding me? Don't do what I just did. Come on. Do I have another one trying to eat me? Oh, no. It's just the way my audio was. Okay. Tiny little tree shimmering. I don't think that's a piece of fruit. No, it's not. That would have been kind of cool, like jalapeno. Actually, that's more like a shrub, but... I think it'd be cool if you could get jalapenos in this game. Have a little animation fire coming out of the mouth, which actually jalapenos aren't all that spicy, but people seem to think they are. I like to cut off the end and hollow them out and fill them full of cream cheese, wrap them in bacon. I haven't done that in a long time. I need to do that. It's been a while since I've had a good jalapeno popper. Throw them right on the grill, too. So, story time here for a second. I decided to go on kind of a detox for a few days because I drink a lot of scotch and I wanted to cut back on it. And so I went 3 days with no alcohol, not a drop. And last night was Friday night because I'm recording this Saturday morning, and I thought, you know what? I've been doing really good. I'm gonna get myself a bottle of my favorite scotch. And I overindulged because I don't get this particular scotch very often. It's not an expensive scotch per se, but it's more expensive than I usually spend. It's a $30 scotch as opposed to a $20 scotch. Don't judge me. I'm not exactly the richest person. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Never mind. I really should get another scope just so I don't have to keep swapping it around. But anyway. So this morning, for the first time in like 2 years, I'm kind of hungover. And let me tell you something. Being hungover at 35 is nothing like being hungover at 25. And I'm not even all that seriously hungover, but it's just enough for me to realize that I'm not in my 20s anymore. Kind of sucks, to be honest. Whoa, that was trippy. They say get into what you're hunting. I don't think that's quite what they meant. I wonder if you can also get bone-in meat off these guys. I have gotten bone-in meat before, but I didn't realize what it was for, and I didn't do anything with it. I think I just TT'd it. This would actually be a good way for newbies to pick up some extra cash. Hunt the bones. What is the markup on these? Probably nothing, but let's take a look. 176%. That's like that's good, serious markup. Because they're a pain in the ass to loot. So higher level players that just want to get into the FAP hunt, you could come out here and hunt these things ad nauseum, pick up bones and get 170% for your trouble. Think about that for a second. That's good money right there. And you're getting the skills you need to boot. That's one thing with Cyrene's limited market. Apparently sweat here is dirt cheap, but a lot of the other mission critical items are not. And so, sweat when you have to. But I would say, hunt these bones up. That would be a good place for you to get extra money. I mean, you all know me. I'm kind of a musclehead when it comes to this. I got to do all the work myself. But honestly, I'm kind of thinking about picking this up as a profession now. Just takes forever. It's a good way to make use of limited resources. The best part is you could easily like sell them in FAP starter packs where you do 200 bones, and they're 3 pek a piece, which is not normally what I would recommend. Yeah, because that's only 6 ped worth of bones, and you're going to be having to pay like the 50 pek auction house fee, but you might be able to stand by the guy who does the FAP and just carny bark it, 200 bones, 9 ped. And you're getting, that's only 150%. So, 10 ped for 200 bones, 11 ped for, figure out what the markup would be. And I bet you people would pick them up just so they can get to the FAP that much faster. Much more importantly, you're going to be skilling up your hunting skills and your looter skills. And the higher your looter skill, the more often they'll drop. Which means the less work you'll have to put in. That's important too. I should have marked the time when we actually started this hunt, because, no, I was about 17 minutes in when we actually started hunting, which it took us a lot longer to get here than I expected, so I apologize for that, but I think it's important that you see the whole thought process, because it means that, you know, you actually know what it might have taken if you were starting with nothing to work with. One more bone. We're up to 9. What's this? Jagged teeth. Do these sell for anything? Holy buckets! 300%? I mean, there's not a huge amount that went out, but that's still, that's a lot of markup. So, it's not a big market here, but if you sell something, you're going to get quite a bit of profit off it by the looks. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to find some way to make Cyrene more popular. Like I've said it before, I said it when I came here the last time, this planet has a huge amount of potential. Just a huge amount of potential, and it's so underutilized. But how to go about making it more popular is kind of, it's difficult. Now, figuring out that piece of it is definitely not easy. And how we as players can kind of spark a way for more players to come here. Because you don't want just raw new players coming. Because it's the upper level players that really create the market, right? The lower level players supply, the higher level players demand. That's basically how the whole economic system works in Entropia universe. And so we need to figure out how to make Cyrene popular enough that the higher level players want to come here. And what I think that would do is, I think Cyrene could see a real renaissance if we as players, those of us who love Cyrene, could come out here and figure out how to make that happen. Now, I know there's at least one Twitch streamer that plays on Cyrene, and that helps. I know that Entropia Universe really doubles down on the Twitch streamers. I'm kind of disappointed that they don't do a lot with YouTube, because YouTube has a lot to it. And it's an older platform, although it might be that because Twitch allows for that live interaction, YouTube now has a live option too, but Twitch has been doing it longer. It's a better known platform for it. It's better, honestly, it's better set up. I think that's why they've kind of really focused on the Twitch streamers. But I think that if we can really kind of find a way to draw players to Cyrene, you know, bring attention to these epic mission chains like I'm doing now, it'll really help to bring more players to the planet. That's just my, you know, 2-pack. I understand there was I totally missed an event that was going on here, which I wish I hadn't, but I was focused elsewhere at the time. Actually, come to think of it, lesser claws. Whoa. Those things are huge. It's the whole bloody foot. That's not a claw. Jeez. You know what Cyrene needs? They need to introduce some apartment buildings here. I would totally get one. I think only 3 planet partners currently have apartments on them. That would be Arcadia and its subsidiaries, because I'm pretty sure that I don't think they've introduced them yet, but the spaces are there for apartments on Arcadia Moon. Rocktropia and of course Calypso all have condos. And I think it'd be cool if all of the planets had condos, even if there were just a few of them. Oh, Monria. I'm sorry, Monria. Although Monria isn't what... In their own words, Monria isn't a true planet partner. It's actually a subsidiary of Calypso, but it's autonomous and independent and run by players. I really encourage people to also visit Monria. I had a blast there. The volume is much smaller, but it's undergoing a lot of work, and I am really optimistic about Monria's future as they continue to develop the moon. Because let's face it, Monria pretty much crashed, and then players took the reins, and they're really putting a lot of effort into it. And I think the same could be done for Cyrene, and Cyrene's a true planet partner, so I'd be curious to see what the owners of Cyrene might have planned for the future. Maybe I should send them an email and say, hey guys, let's talk about this for a minute. They probably totally ignore me, and rightly so, but you know, it'd be cool. We're up to 11 bones of 200. Good lord, this is going to take forever. On the plus side, the amount of skills you'd get doing this, and keep in mind, my skill gain is going to be a lot slower than yours because my skills are already higher and it has that geometric curve. As you level up, it gets harder to get skills. So, this is just a fantastic place for newbies to hunt. Like, no joke. These guys look cool, so they're fun to hunt, too. Look at these trees. These trees are cool. I love this planet. I don't know why it took me so long to come back. Well, I know I had to. I visited Monria, which is important. I visited Toulon, which was important. I still have to do Next Island at some point. Which I think Next Island was supposed to be like this paradise. So that's cool. We'll see how that goes. At some point, I need to look at Crystal Palace and Foma. I know I'm not high enough level to do Crystal Palace on my own, so that might be a while. Or I might, you know, try to call up some of my sock mates to do a group hunt there, but coordinating stuff like that is difficult at best and a pain in the ass at worst. So that would be an interesting thing to have to do, but I'm not opposed to the idea. It's just something I would have to kind of coordinate with folks. Lorespade had recommended that there's another YouTuber, Entropia Universe YouTuber, that's probably around my level. I need to talk to him, at least in YouTube terms. He's around my level. I don't know what his player level is. Probably about the same. I should probably chat with him. Maybe we can do a collab and go up to Crystal Palace. I'm trying to remember the poor guy's name. I've watched a few of his videos, and if I find his channel again, I will let you know and make sure to give him a shout. Hang on. Okay. No, it wasn't Bob Silent, although Bob Silent's got some good stuff too. I'll have to look for it later. If I can find him sometime in my Cyrene mission chains, I will make sure to put him on my end screen. So this is something I'm going to try doing here, and I'm going to be ending the video here shortly. But what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try putting a shout out to another channel on every video. In most cases, they're YouTubers that I watch on a regular basis, or people I might know and appreciate what they do. It might not be content that I'm particularly, you know, I'm a consumer of. Like, I don't consume some of the stuff that my sister puts out, but of course she's my sister, so I'm going to uptick her videos and her channel because there is a market for what she does, and she's pretty good at it. It just happens to be that I'm not a big person on makeup. Books, yes, and she does a huge thing on books, but not makeup. Okay, we're gonna have to kind of clean up here. How many bones do we... So, we're 17 out of 200 this time around. So let's spawn an escape. I think one thing I'm going to have to do, like, an Essentials of Entropia Universe video. That one might take a little bit more time than my usual half hour, so that might be like a special edition or a masterclass or something like that, where, you know, I go really in depth into, okay, if you're going to do this, and, like, play on the regular. Here's what you're going to want to get to set yourself up. Here's what it's going to cost you. You know, that doesn't mean you have to get it all at once, but here's what you're going to want to do. Leave a comment if you think that's a good idea. Okay, so we're going to hop back over. Look at those. See, that would be a perfect place for apartments. They've got all these buildings already created. They just have to do, like, minor adaptations. And it's a nice, cool industrial feel, too. What's this? Dude, this, like, whole corral thing. Oh, these are players. Oh, he's not. That's a player. Shout out to Alex Runner. And this is that underwater arena thing that was actually pretty awesome. Whoops. Must be on a hill. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. It's been awesome. Senator Calvin Neff. Look at him. That's an interesting outfit. He wear a shirt, dude. I really appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. It's been awesome. I really look forward to doing the next one. There are shops here. Quarterly owned? Huh. Okay, so they've got booths here. That's good to know. Ad terminal. Oh, is this where you can... Okay, you can actually pick up or create ads here. Dynamic... How long does it go on for? Sequence number, duration. Huh. I might have to mess with that. That'd be a good way to advertise my channel. Ha! Not very expensive either. I mean, 40 pets, $4 for an ad. Believe me when I say advertising is not that cheap most places. It really isn't. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. Guys, this is just the start. I'm really looking forward to the next one. You all have a wonderful day. Also, don't forget to check out my sponsor, Critical Links. She has gone through a price reduction. She completely reformulated how she did them, so make sure you check out her website. It is in the description down below. Really, she makes beautiful stuff, and if you don't find something that you're interested in now, give her a shout. She will do custom work. She'll negotiate with you on what it's going to take. Listen to what she has to say and offer. It's totally worth it. So make sure you check that out. Etsy.com/shop/critical links. Guys, thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.